Hello, hello. Turning my mouse off. I think that's what happened on the last video. I think I must have bumped this and stopped the recording. So I'm going to turn it off, get it out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So we are here for day 3 of 100 Days of Tags, sponsored by CindyALewis and Black Whispers Crafts. Black Whisper Crafts, aka Bex. That's the big long name. And it is linked. It will be linked. In addition to that, in the description box, if you didn't look in the description for the first video, in the description box there is an explanation of the 100-day tag collaboration, as well as a link to the Ko-Fi site to get the book if you want a copy of it for yourself. CindyALewis does put the directions each day in her video in the description, so you don't have to have the book. I find it convenient to have it so that I can print it out. I mean, a whole 100 days is outlined here. It's all in one place. I don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to write it. You know, it's easier for me. If you watch Cindy's channel, you'll see that she has a 3-ring binder that she's doing her projects in. I'm drawing a blank on how Bex is storing hers. I know there's another creator that's doing this. If you do the hashtag 100 days of tags, you should be able to find the other creators that are doing this. But I did see it come across my feed. She made an actual box. So yeah, kind of cool. Or was that the full deck challenge? That might have been the full deck challenge. I'm getting them confused all the time. So I have my tools out. So I've got my tab punch. I've got my corner rounder, my hole punch, scissors, glue, Fabri-Tac, and glue stick. Which I'm just remembering is just about empty, so I've got my spare out. I have my book. I've looked into day 3 to figure out if I'm going in from the top or coming in from the side. I'm coming in from the side. And it is a rounded corner tag. Which is funny because I never thought to do this with a tag. Just to be honest with you. Whenever I've rounded all 4 corners of my product, I've called it a journal card. So I guess rounding the corners and then putting a tab or, some kind of off the top makes it a tag. I don't know. Anyway. So this is some painty happy scrap paper. This is from the very first time that I did this. I definitely like these better than the pink and purple and blue one that I just got done doing. This was before I had all of the sprays, and this was all done with just watered down acrylic paint. And it is backed for a writing surface. So I'm going to use this as my tag. So I'm not going to have to worry about stamping the background. I'm not going to cover the background too much with other papers. Primarily just going to look for a focal point. But I do want to put some book page on here. Oh my god, I'm not sure which way that goes. Just to kind of break up a little bit. And again, we're going to try to keep this as a short little video. I guess the way to keep it the shortest would have been to find the focal point ahead of time, but we do have this envelope in the back that I didn't go through yesterday, and this one. To have a little Edith Holden. I don't know which way it goes. also have I have die cuts in here that say love, but then you're going this way. And that makes it more of a card, in my opinion, than a tuck. Okay, so let's take a peek and see what's in here. Key. Very jittery today, and I'm not sure why. I'll just stick those back in there. Let's see what's in here. Cutouts, corner pockets, some die cuts, back to images, some little mini tags, hidden paper clip, nothing else in there is calling to me. Pine cones and pine tree. Yeah, we're going to go with that. These are die cuts, so pine cones are glued together. They've got the pine leaf, and I've used a stencil to put details on the cones, and then I used a brown pencil to color in the spine there. Just kind of felt like this is lending itself to something fall, so we're gonna go with that. Yep, I still get a little bit of glue out of this, not much. I'm not gonna put that in there because then it falls out on me. Okay. Now, because this is sliding in from the side, I'm going to use a tab punch. If you've not seen these, it is like the coveted item in the junk journaling world. When we find them, we jump on it, almost at whatever cost. Now, I've seen them be very, very, very expensive on sites like eBay, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need one that badly. I happened to get lucky, and I saw an ad on Marketplace, and it was for all the hole punches, all of her paper punches. I mean, but this was the one specifically that I was like, yep, I'm jumping, because even if that's what she was asking for them, made it worth just getting this one. So this is a little side pocket thing that I created, but it's in this little tub over here, so I'm just going to use it to create a whale tail tab punch, a whale tail tab. Did not like how thin this paper was. That's a bummer too, because I can't replace that. I've tried sharpening it using the aluminum foil trick. Didn't work. So, yeah. Okay, so before I glue anything else on, I'm actually going to round those corners out, so that way I don't accidentally put something that's then going to be cut off. You know, if you know what I mean. So I have a quarter rounder. This is my favorite. But if you don't have a corner rounder, you can still do this. You got a round glue lid, whatever. Stick it on your corner and trace around it. Move over. Line your edges up, trace around. And how big your round thing is, you know, like if I did it like this, obviously my corner is going to be, there's going to be more taken off. Versus this, versus say, if I wanted just a tiny little rounding off, you could do that. If you feel confident in your cutting skills, you can do it freehand. That is not me. So I moved this. It's down to the smallest setting because it is a narrow card. But this one has 3 different depths of rounding. And this is a Fiskars. This was in the same lot. I got a lot of punches that day. So I don't know if this is even still available. So very subtle, but you can see I rounded all of those corners. They're not pokey. And normally when I do my tags, I usually round the bottom 2 corners anyway, because I do find that they slide in and out of pockets easier because they don't have the sharp corners to catch on stuff. So whale tail punch, folds in half. Put glue all on one side, just on the bottom half of the other side. And then you just slide it onto your piece. Some people put them way down like this. Some people put them up like this. I line them up to where it has 2 flat edges. Should have done it the other way. Oh well. Try to center it. We did a horrible job at centering. Do have a little bit of wiggle room because I used the Fabri-Tac. And then these I will put, and I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for these because it is multiple layers and it's being glued down to a multimedia, a mixed media surface. So. Put those there and decide if I want this up and underneath. I do. Should have glued this one on first. So I want it up underneath this one. it squished down. And then I have this stamped word. It says beauty. Put it right across there. And there we go. There is day 3. Rounded corner tag. So it will slide in here. Tune in tomorrow for oversized jumbo tag. Oversized. That fits, so cut a large rectangle that fits either the full size or half the size of your journal page. Ooh. So, yeah. So stay tuned, and we shall see you tomorrow.